So we're here at the Golden Ears West Canyon Trail parking lot. Lots of cars. Lots of cars, which means lots of hikers. Got Nick with me this time. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay. We're just going to have a little snack before we hit the trail. It is 4:40 on Friday, May the 16th, the Victoria Day long weekend here in Canada. Celebrate the Queen's birthday. We're going to do a little bit of a trip here. So we'll just eat our snack packs, lock up the car, get our packs on, hit the trail. Okay, so we're starting here at You Are Here, taking the West Canyon Trail, following it up, past the Gold Creek Lookout, spend the night at Alder Flats. Then tomorrow we're going to take it back down to its junction here, almost back at the car, and we're going to come back down, cross this road, and take, we're going to take this trail, the East Canyon Trail, tomorrow, and we're going to take it all the way up and off the map, about 15 kilometers up that trail. So, unfortunately there's no loop trails here, so we're going to do 2 out and backs in 2 days. This is, tomorrow we're going to head down this trail, tomorrow morning. But first we've got a 5-kilometer hike up this trail to Alder Flats. We've just come a short distance up that trail from the car. Tonight is all uphill, mostly uphill. So here we have a West Coast fiddlehead, which comes from the top of a fern, these beautiful green ferns, and that's edible. It's quite bitter, but if you're stuck out here, it's a nice edible plant. And we get them in the spring when the ferns start to grow again. They curl up like that, and when they're curled, you just pop that off, boil it or steam it, and you can eat it. Kind of like something interesting about this trail that we're on was an old logging grade, railway logging, and then every once in a while you'll see these cables. Sometimes you'll see bits of railway ties or railway wheels, gears. I used to haul the logs out of here many years ago. So now the trail turns really steep uphill. We're on a section that they're obviously working on. It's all been chewed up. Digging a drainage ditch here. It's actually better than it used to be. It used to be a lot of rocks and roots, hand over hand grabbing. So, we're about 2 kilometers away from our campsite now. So we've run out a new trail. Now we follow these orange flags up through this stuff. We've been making our way through that stuff. I don't know if the camera shows how steep this is, but it's pretty steep. Daylight's starting to fade on us. And between me working all day and Nick running track today, we got nothing left. But you can't bivvy on a hill like this either. So, onward and upward. Quality BC parks maintain trails. Rotten wood, missing boards, big holes, nails. Awesome. And people say, good thing we pay for user fees for these trails and they put the money towards maintenance. So we're almost at Alder Flats. Trail's starting to level off a bit. Get a little better. So the next shot should be from camp. Haven't seen any day hikers coming out, so all those cars probably mean the campsite's full of people. Which means,
4 of them went up to that lookout.
so we may yeah, there was another side trail they could have taken. If it's full of people, we may move on somewhere and stealth camp somewhere else. 5 kilometers? I beg to differ. Let's see what the... Hold these for a second. Let's see what the GPS tells us. Check out this very nice view. That says 6.3. Sorry, 6.1. Oh, and we got some company coming. Okay, so we're in camp. It's getting pretty dark. We've got the tarp with the bivvy set up over there. Nick's beside me with his other tarp underneath, kind of rolled up to give him a makeshift bivvy. Okay, breakfast time. Nick's just making putting his lid on his coffee there. That's my coffee. Kind of like brown soup. Here's what we use for coffee on the trail, and I learned this from a scout. When I was at a scout function. I use Gold Keely, a Kili coffee mix. Add, I can't read that, it's blurry. Anyways, I add 2 packs of this to a cup and a half of water. And if you're from Canada, it tastes close to a Timmy's Double Double as you're going to get. If you're from the US, I'm not sure what I'd have to compare it to down there, but it's got your coffee, your sugar, and your cream. Dump in 2 packs, and it's pretty good. So I'm going to be making Ziploc bag oatmeal. It's homemade instant oatmeal. I just take the quick oats, I crunch them up a little bit, I add some cinnamon, some brown sugar, and powdered milk. And I'm just going to add water, let it sit in the bag for 5 minutes in my pot cozy, and that's breakfast. So here's to a good day on the trail. Okay, so we're that's the outhouse down there. I'm just hiking up the trail above the official Alder Flats campground.
And I doubt you can see it on this. I'm using my iPhone, so I don't even know if I can zoom in. I can't, but down there in the clearing there's piles of beer cans, broken whiskey bottles. The outhouse is full of food garbage, garbage wrappers. I mean, this is bear's heaven, I guess. I can't believe the struggle we had hiking up that trail, how rough the trail is, that these people can hike up here and party and just leave such a mess. So we better make our creek crossing today, because I do not want to come back here. If I'd known that was here, I would have been nervous last night about bears. So anyways, onward, upward. Put the camera away for a while because this trail is basically what you see. Uphill, rocky, and pretty rough. Okay, we have made it to the trail junction here. Now somebody's added this sign that's clearly not a provincial park sign. That is the provincial park sign. Golden Ears is up that, what they call a trail. In times of heavy rain it is a creek, but it leads you to the summit of Golden Ears. This section down here, which is also the creek, leads you to Gold Creek, East Canyon, or as they've called it, Descent into Madness. It is brutal bushwhacking following this old creek bed. It says 2 to 3 kilometers-ish. Anyways, we're going to continue down here and cross our fingers so we don't have to bushwhack back up. But we do have the GPS on. I got it right there, logging our track, so should we have to come back, we'll still be alive, I hope. Don't fall, go slow. Because if you fall, you lose your iPod and everything. So how was your Meilong weekend swim?
Good. It felt actually quite relaxing.
Yes. So we managed to save everything. His iPod was in the top of his pack. His boots are soaked. But he's got extra socks, so we'll hopefully no blisters today. So we got another 8K to go today, and then 15 tomorrow. So my feet, yeah, they are purple. But as you can see, we managed to make it. We were up there, just below those clouds up there was where Alder Flats was, and we just crossed this. But hey, the sun's coming out, so score. So we've left the beach. We're now on the East Canyon Trail. A lot nicer trail. A few people out here. So we'll just continue out here until we get to the old growth forest, and hopefully these bugs aren't too bad tonight. Here's some of the old growth forest there. If you see, that's Nick, that's his hiking pole. And way up, that is one massive tree. Okay, so this is our campsite for tonight. It's only 12 o'clock, so I think we'll set up here, day hike around a bit. The trail does continue, but it crosses the river, which we don't want to do again, and it goes up there to the lake. The lake is below that peak there. So I think we'll just set up camp here on this sandbar, relax for a few hours, and then day hike farther up to the river crossing. Wish I had a fly rod. There's trout in this river. So we put the camera away for most of the afternoon and just bummed around on the beach, went for a little walk. Got our fire going now. Nick's playing with his iPod a little bit. And dinner's cooking. In here we've got our Mountain House meal rehydrating. Because we're going to share it, and Nick's going to eat out of the package, and I don't want to wash dishes, take a Ziploc bag. You can line your bowl with it. I use the GSI Pinnacle Soloist, and fits perfectly in a Ziploc freezer bag. So I won't have to wash any dishes when I'm done. That there is bannock, slathered with honey. Tastes so good. Cooked over the fire. Oh. I have to thank Troy from MattyTheGoose.com for that recipe. Excellent. So we're just leaving the old growth forest. We were kind of commenting on there's not as many as there used to be. But here's another big one there. Here's one on the ground, a nice nursery tree now. Lots of things growing out of it. And over here there's another one that's fallen. Just such a nice area. So quiet. Okay, so we're just past the junction, finishing our loop, just up the top of the hill behind me. And now, basically we're at the car, just around the corner here. So that's another trip in the books. Hopefully all the film I took works, and get another video up. So, until next time, thanks for watching.